Up next, Colt SP-1. All right, welcome back everybody. This is Marky and Freeze, and a special edition, I guess, of, I don't know if this is an Armory Chat or a regular John 1911 TV or what.
Yeah,
so
whatever.
We're over here at Freeze's house, and he made reference to this on the internet, and the Colt SP-1 Project. And go ahead and pull it out for me. Let's take a look at it.
Pull this out.
Take this. All right.
Clear. Okay, we've been talking about the SP-1 project for a while, and I have to say, I'm amazed how well this came out, and how little we have to do. Being that the upper and the lower are came from two different sources, literally
4,000 miles apart?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you really want to get crazy, you can tell the difference in the parkerizing, but parkerizing matches so close, it's amazing.
Let me bring this in real quick. It looks like an original gun, not a put together. There's the parkerizing. Okay,
yeah,
so they can see it on video.
Yeah, this thing turned out to be really, really nice. It's a late model Colt SP-1.
Okay.
Manufactured in '78.
You figured it out, right? Because
yeah, just a lot of research, because there's guys out there that know a heck of a lot more about ARs than I do. But just doing basic research, I mean, everything's right. The upper matches the lower. Charging handle's correct. And everything just fell together on this. Okay. The only issue we have is maybe the bolt carrier group, which we'll get into later.
Let me take a look at it. This is literally the first time I'm seeing this gun. So what had happened is I was traveling, and this upper, I got this basically in DC.
Yeah.
So it's it came from, it has a nefarious, I hate to use that word, it has a nefarious history behind it. So we got it for a deal, and I'm not an AR guy, but I know all the M16A1 SP-1 guns have come back into style, and I personally like a lightweight gun.
Well, and this is nice because we have the more modern M4.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's kind of nice to just have the other end of the spectrum, you know, with the early AR-15 triangular handguard, you know, full stock. I mean, things are, and it's just nice.
I'll tell you what, you were telling me on the phone that because again, it's a parts gun, but he was telling me on the phone how surprised he was that the parkerizing matched as far as the age.
Yeah.
And man, I gotta tell you,
I mean,
it is close.
If you put it out in the sun and look at it real close, you can tell a bit of a difference in the parkerizing if you want to nitpick. But looking at it just like at arm's length away, I mean, you really have to be looking for it to tell the difference. I mean, especially since the lower came from, what, Alaska?
Yeah.
Yeah, upper comes from the DC area, lower comes from Alaska.
Yeah.
And, I mean...
So, what had happened, so also we got lucky with the charging handle, too. I got the upper, and the bolt carrier, and charging handle, I had to pick them out of a box. And not being an AR guy, especially like an SP-1 kind of like, you know, Colt nerd, I had to get my phone out and real quick kind of had to guess, and I got, according to you, you said this was a 78, you said it's a late model upper, you say it's a correct charging handle, and it's a correct style of bolt carrier, but it's not a Colt.
Everything works. I mean, they're all late model parts. and it all came together.
Yeah, but so let's go ahead. Let me bring this in so people can see it. So I guess slab side, no fencing. It's got
no forward assist.
No, that's right, no forward assist. That was kind of a big appeal for me when I got the upper. And let me guess the markings for. Let me get in the sun here. We're up by the road, so hopefully people don't mind the road noise. So you were telling me, Freeze, that there's something with the markings that they changed. Did you use the markings to date this rifle?
Yeah. The serial number dates to 1978, and after 1978, they went into a different prefix on their serial numbers. Like this is SP, whatever the number is. Like, what's the number on here?
SP-77, 77,000.
Yeah, and after 1978, they kind of dropped the SP and they went to a different serial number system.
Because this says caliber 223 model SP-1, then serial number 77 SP, then it's in a 77,000 range.
Yes.
So you're saying this was a 78?
1978, yes.
So we have a late model, we have 78 lower, a late model upper, no forward assist, an SP-1 style bolt and bolt carrier, but it's not a Colt, so I'm gonna have to replace it probably.
That will have to be, replaced.
You know what? Hold on. Let's show them the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's show them a little bit of the Nefarious history. Here, hold that. So, check this out. If I can get it here. See the gas key, or the gas tube, it's not staked. I don't know if you can tell. See if it'll, that thing is eroded and chewed up like crazy. I'll have to probably roll in a photograph.
Yeah.
So what was happening that we suspect is the previous, this was all pre-86.
Yes.
So 78 lower, this is pre-86. The person that had this gun, he was probably doing lightning link conversions. Is that right? Is that what they called it?
I think so. It's one of those old pre-80s.
Yeah.
They did it in the 70s and 80s. But basically you convert your gun to a class 3, an NFA weapon.
With drop-in parts.
Yes. And of course that has long since been illegal.
That is illegal.
But where the estate that this came out of, we're assuming that the lower wasn't available because it had some parts in it that
we had the upper, the upper. Yeah, go ahead.
Get a close up of that.
The upper has, you can see it here, it should have been the sun. The upper has some relief cuts or damage, however you want to say it.
It's more of a relief cut for the parts.
Yeah, for probably what we suspect, we don't know this, but we suspect is a lightning link system. So what happened was, we were told that this upper had come out of an estate.
Yeah.
It came out of a storage unit of an probably old man. I hate to be sexist, but it probably was a dude.
Yeah.
And he died. They cracked open this locker and found all kinds of machine gun parts in there. And
which back in the 70s and 80s was perfectly fine.
So did you weigh this? How much does it weigh?
I haven't weighed it.
Oh, someone's gonna ask. Chrome lined, the magnetic particle, was it magnetic particle inspected MP?
Yeah.
Does it have a twist rate on it?
I don't think it has a twist rate marking on it.
You know what? We'll have to check the twist rate. I shoot 55 grain ammo anyway, so. And the A1's got the shorter. I guess is that A1 they call that? Again, not being an AR guy.
Yeah, it's just like the M16, M16A1 butt stock. And notice this is a later model where it does have the trapdoor in it for the cleaning kit. Where the earlier ones were just a solid butt plate with no trapdoor.
So that matches the serial dates on the lower, and that goes into all that. That's why we have you around here, because I don't know what the hell I'm looking at.
I got to pull my weight somehow.
So,
but you know, again, it's got the you know, the late model bird cage opposed to like the 3-prong earlier model, which would have had like a 3-prong flash hider. So
okay,
we've got the full bird cage, which
is the bird cage. Is it? I guess it's not that flat spot isn't quote timed correctly. Is it? You know what? It's twisting.
Yeah, it's.
We're gonna have to.
I haven't.
Oh, you know what? It when I tighten it, it times. It clocks to 12 o'clock. That's interesting. So I think it's got a crush washer. I don't know if
Yeah, it should.
But the bottom of it is exposed. The bottom of it's open. So I guess it would kick up dust if you're shooting prone. I don't know if that's correct or not.
Yeah. Well.
So, and what was it? F mark? They were saying. I don't remember all that stuff. Anyway, we got it to free.
I'm sure there's people out there watching this that know a lot more about these than we do.
Yeah. So.
But I like the carry handle. You know, the non-detachable carry handle with the you know, the sights and everything. It's just really nice old school stuff.
I like the short A1 buttstock and the lightweight because I carry my stuff.
Yeah, well, like if you compare this, and you'll have to maybe do an Armory Chat video later comparing this to the Marine Corps M4 we have in the Armory. I mean, the weight.
Or it's an A4. It's a rifle, but yeah.
Yeah. The weight difference is just, it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
This is a 20-inch gun, and this is probably...
It's not that heavy.
This would be probably lighter than a fair amount of the M4 carbines that are on the market today.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right. Well, we wanted to...
You're not going to hang the kitchen sink off this thing.
No. But there are ways to... I mean, honestly, for a civilian, if you had this gun, it was the only gun you had, you can get a light on this.
Oh
There's
yeah.
a way to get a light.
There's universal brackets you can put a
But you can
light
get into
on.
the up here at the gas block. You can just get one light on
look,
it.
truthfully, if you're out, well.
Hey, look, there's Crackerjack. The farm donkey's here. Is he a donkey or is he a mule?
No, he's a donkey.
He's a milsurp donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
military surplus.
A legitimate government military surplus donkey.
Hey, buddy.
Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. We're gonna have to go shoot this thing to see if it works. Here, take that thing. Jesus Christ. All right. SP-1 55 grain wolf function test. Did it eject?
Yep.
Locked back. Thumbs up.
Perfect.
Awesome. So how's it shoot? You think it's is it softer shooting than your standard M4?
Oh yeah. yeah, definitely. The longer gas tube, yeah, it's just, it cycles a lot smoother. It doesn't have that like thunk that, you know, like a regular M4 has. I mean, it's pretty smooth. I like it.
Does Grandpa Freeze want to shoot it?
Yeah, I'll shoot it.
You want to shoot it?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Oh, man.
Locks back. 55 grain
Well,
trash
it
steel
don't have the
cased
kick
wolf
like
ammo.
My AR kicks harder than this.
Yeah, your M4, your little AR will.
Yeah, when I went to shoot it, I went.
Yeah, I
there
saw
wasn't
you
nothing
flinching.
there. Nothing
She did
there.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All in all, pretty successful dry run.
Colt SP-1 Project is complete.
Yep. Put it on the rack.
good thing is all this old non-tactical stuff is coming back in style.
Yeah.
Just like you.
Yeah, I like that.
Us tactical douchebags, we're going to be passé pretty soon. Everybody wants the old stuff now.
Yeah, well,
Holy, how
together.
are you going to handle being the cool kid?
I've always been the cool kid.
All right. Just remember, it's all about shooting guns and having fun. Everybody,
Had a good time.
Be safe.
just wanted to be in the video, didn't you?